Where is 14-year-old Stefanie Damron from New Sweden, Maine? She's a little girl lost at the moment. She's been missing for almost 5 weeks now, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world. Within those 5 weeks, we have had very warm days and very warm nights. We have had very cold days, extremely cold nights. We've woken up to blankets of frost across the lawn. We've gone out to the barn some mornings and there's been a thin skim of ice across the water troughs. Last weekend, a civilian search was conducted for Stefanie on her parents' property. Last Saturday, October 26th. That weekend, we had a snow squall come in. Not enough snow to stick around, but enough to be on the ground when we got up the next morning. Yesterday was Halloween. It was extremely warm. Kids were out trick-or-treating all over town. Since Stefanie disappeared on September 24th, 2024, she has turned 14. Where is this child? Ladies and gentlemen, there have been rumors and innuendos swirling on the Facebook pages concerning the disappearance of Stefanie, concerning her parents' past, concerning her parents' lifestyle. And we're going to address some of those concerns. But first, we're going to visit the facts. Facts are that Stefanie had an argument with her sibling the day she disappeared. Stefanie's parents, Christopher and Lisa Damron, were not home at the time of this argument. Stefanie walked off into the woods, their property, which Stefanie knew very, very well. Stefanie left behind her cell phone. Stefanie had a flip phone, and she left that at the house. When Stefanie's parents came home, they were not altogether too concerned about Stefanie having gone off into the woods after this argument. But as the hours ticked by and darkness descended upon the woods, Stefanie's parents became very concerned and contacted the authorities. Not a lot of information concerning Stefanie's disappearance was forthcoming in the beginning weeks of Stefanie's disappearance. What we do know as facts are that the police asked the family not to disclose information. This happens during cases involving children, missing people, disappearances. This happens because they do not want the family to accidentally leak a lead into the general public. It was almost 10 days after Stefanie's disappearance before Stefanie's mom did disclose online that Stefanie was possibly taken from the top of their driveway on the West Road in New Sweden by someone she may have met online. The facts as we know them are the authorities did extensive searches of Stefanie's parents' property with canines and with drones. Authorities searched the neighbors' properties on the West Road with canines and with drones. Property in Stockholm, Maine, which is the next town over from New Sweden, was searched with canines and with drones. Authorities have contacted Canada. Those are the official facts that the authorities are allowing the general public to know about. there was no Amber Alert put out on Stefanie, which made our community become very outraged. From my understanding, Amber Alerts need to meet certain criteria, and Stefanie's case did not meet that criteria. The FBI has taken over Stefanie's case. There was a rumor swirling on Facebook that Stefanie had tried to run away before. This rumor was confirmed by her great aunt on TikTok. Her aunt did a TikTok interview with Princess Sullivan, and her aunt did confirm that Stefanie did attempt to steal a neighbor's vehicle. The neighbor caught Stefanie. It was a week or two prior to Stefanie's disappearance. At 11 p.m., Stefanie tried to steal a neighbor's truck. The neighbor caught Stefanie trying to steal the truck, and instead of calling the police, getting the police involved, giving the kid a record, this neighbor tried to do things the old way, old school. Take the child home, explain to the parents what happened, and let them deal with it privately. Now there's speculation as to where the gentleman took Stefanie. Did he take her home, or did he take her to the Damron's friend's house about 2 miles away from the Damron home? This friend is very close to the Damron family, and the children consider this friend to be their uncle. We don't know exactly where the gentleman who was almost having his vehicle stolen took Stefanie, but in any event, Stefanie got home, got to the parents, and then a few weeks later had the argument and disappeared. There was another rumor circulating that the Damrons had been charged with abandoning and endangering their children in the past. Mysteries in Maine does have the post, and it does contain the newspaper article from 2015 where Christopher and Lisa Marie Damron were cited and arrested for abandoning and endangering a child, possession of a controlled substance, and public intoxication. Those are facts. They're rumors that have turned into facts. Facts are Stefanie's parents are homesteaders. Facts are Stefanie's parents homeschool their children. Facts are CPS was at the house. The other children have not been removed from the home. Stefanie's parents laid out their schooling plan for their children. CPS did not find a problem with how the Damrons are choosing to live. They did not find a problem with some of the hysteria rumor online about the condition of their home. And they did not find a problem with how the children are being educated in the Damron home. We need to stick to facts, ladies and gentlemen. Speculation and rumors only hinder the investigation. Facts are, tomorrow, November 2nd, is opening day for deer hunt, and we are going to have a lot of different people, some from out of state, some from downstate, going to their hunting cabins over the course of the next few weeks. If your cabin is in the New Sweden area or out by the lake, and it looks like somebody has tried to vandalize your cabin or broken into your cabin, please contact the authorities. The Maine State Police Holton Barracks at 207-532-5400. That's 207-532-5400 or 1-800-924-2261. That's 1-800-924-2261. Or call the game warden. This could be a lead. You may think it was just maybe some snowmobilers that came through, some summer recreational hikers that came through, tried to seek shelter in your cabin. It could have also been Stefanie Damron. She's 14 years old. 14-year-olds don't have any business being with anybody but their parents. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes open when you're out and about. Stefanie could be in Aroostook County. She could be somewhere in the state of Maine. She could be anywhere in the country. She could be in Canada by now. Let's not allow the gossip to hinder finding Stefanie Damron. If you have children, put yourself in the Damron family's position. You'd be going out of your mind with worry and grief as to what may have happened to your child. The not knowing is the worst part. There are many sleepless nights. Your life becomes consumed with the worry and the wondering as to where your child is. Tell your children you love them every single day, even if they don't seem interested in hearing it. Tell your children that you love them every time they walk out the door. Hug them a little tighter. Teenagers can be moody. What we as adults see as teenage drama, we need to remember that drama is their life at the moment. We need to be respectful of that. What seems like silly little arguments to us as adults, as parents, that's a big deal to the child going through the argument. And 14-year-old kids, they're susceptible to outside influence, to negative influence. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, Carpe Diem, because no one promised you a tomorrow.